Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here for another electrifying Tectum AMA live stream. I'm Trav, your host from Tectum, and today we are cranking the speed dial to 11. Yes, I'm going there with all the expressions today, and we are chatting with our brand new ally from iFlux global team. We have Catherine. I'm so sorry. Did I butcher that again? Yes, Catherine, right?
Yeah, hello guy. How's it going?
Perfect. That's going swell today. I'm excited. I'm really happy to be here. And then we also have Dima from Tectum. Dima, how are you doing today, my friend?
Hey, Trav, doing good. Hopefully the community is doing well as well.
Excellent.
Got big things coming up soon.
Big things coming and big things here as well. And speaking about community, guys, we are here for you guys today. This is an interactive conversation. So if you do have any questions that you'd like to ask, feel free to drop it in the live chat for this stream. And you can join us on either YouTube, LinkedIn, or X. If you are on X, make sure to actually go to the live chat, and then we'll be able to see your comments that way. Otherwise, if you're on YouTube, just simply chat in the comments, and we will certainly get up. We have Olivio here with us. Hello, Olivio. Thank you so much for being here. And let's dive in. So if you're new here, Tectum is the world's fastest layer 1 blockchain. We've smashed over 3.5 million transactions per second with zero fee micropayments via the soft node system, all of which is powered by the TET token for instant borderless PayFi. And iFlux, they are the smart trading wizards making crypto accessible with 15% down payments, zero liquidation risk, and deep-in mining that turns your browser into a reward machine. And I got to tell you, I'm really looking forward to diving into all of the different products that you guys are making, Catherine. And yeah, I'm proposing let's just get right into it. So maybe let's start off. I'm going to pass the mic around, and maybe I'll start with you, Catherine. Maybe just introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about your role with iFlux, and maybe give us a brief overview about the work you guys are doing.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, and thank you again for having me here today. I'm Catherine. I am a part of the team at iFlux Global, where we are working hard to reshape how people access and invest in crypto. So at iFlux, the idea for the platform came from a simple but very powerful observation. In the world of crypto, gaining access to quality tokens or early opportunities often requires a significant upfront payment and investment, right? So that's where iFlux comes in. We enable users to purchase crypto assets with just 15% upfront, and from there, tokens are gradually unlocked as users complete their payment schedule. We have no liquidity risk, and even during the market downturns, you are never forced to sell. And to further support our user, we have also launched our daily earn feature, offering up to 12% APR on assets held in your iFlux wallet. And now we are leveling up to with deeping to revolutionize the ecosystem further, powered by iFlux token on Binance Smart Chain. So our deeping includes a JOM extension for mining iFlux through consensual frozen data, and an AI process for scam detection and market analysis, and a token ecosystem for installment purchases and daily rewards. So yeah, really looking forward for the discussion. Thank you.
Perfect. No, the two things that really got me were the market analysis and the daily rewards. So I'm definitely looking forward to learning all about those things here. So thank you so much for being here with us, Catherine. Really appreciate you taking the time. And Dimitri, I'm going to get over to you in 2 seconds. But before I do, I just want to thank everyone so much for being with us today. Appreciate you guys, your dedication, your energy, your time for being here. We already have a bunch of people flooding in here. We're already at almost 60 viewers, and we've only been chatting for about 6 minutes here. So just really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate your time. Dima, got to hear from you again, my friend. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what's going on with Tectum right now?
Hi guys. So for those that never saw me before, my name is Mitris, or Dima, whatever you prefer. I'm a head of content at Tectum, as well as I do some marketing, SMM, and gain involved into the Tectum tech that we currently do. Talking about the recent developments with Tectum Trav, well, obviously I should highlight the launch of a 4.1 testnet. Finally, I've tested it myself. It's available on both Windows, Macs, Linuxes as well.
All right. So I think you froze, but you've been coming in and out. So I have faith in you, Dima. You'll be back with us soon. Let's give him 5 more seconds here. All right. We're gonna have to put on pause on Dima. That was I'm bummed that it was at that exact.
I just
Okay.
had that network issue. Yeah.
Okay,
So
perfect.
I don't know at which point you've missed me, but yes, it's the 4.1 testnet finally
You
been
just
live.
tried it out yourself.
Yes,
It's
I tried-
available
I
on
tried it
Windows and
myself.
Linux.
Yeah, correct. The 4.1 testnet also allows you guys to finally create your custom tokens, memes, if you can call them. So guys.
Oh, lost you again there, Dima. But no stress here. I'm wondering maybe if I'm not sure if you can hear me now, so I might just be talking to myself and then to about 100 people with us right now. But if you can hear me, why don't you try jumping out and jumping back in? Maybe give your router a reset and see if we can get the ball rolling here. Perfect. So in the meantime, Catherine, I'm going to send the mic back over to you here. So my first question for you about iFlux is simple here. So I was wondering if you could break down iFlux's core mission and how it ties into that fair launch ethos with 50% of the iFlux token going straight to the community via mining and airdrops. I thought this was a very unique thing that you guys were doing, dedicating such a huge allocation of the iFlux token straight to the community. And I was wondering, just share us a little bit about what thought process went into that and how it relates to your core mission.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for the questions. So at iFlux, we are, solving a very common problem because more newcomers look at crypto and feel shut out. I mean, you see Bitcoin, let's say with 100K dollars, for example, and think there's no way I can afford that. And so a lot of people just stay on the sidelines. So our mission is to make crypto investing work for regular people. I mean, you don't need a huge capital and you don't need to be a technical expert. I mean, with iFlux, you can get started with just 15% down through our installment plans. You can earn passive income by staking. So now the way we tie this to our fair lunch ethos is through the token distribution, right? A lot of projects out there say they are for the people, right? But then you look closer and you see just 70 to 80% of that token are locked up with VC and insiders, and the community gets the leftovers, I would say. So we flipped that around, and with iFlux token, 50% will go trend to the community through mining, airdrop, and platform rewards. So when you buy crypto with installments and you mine iFlux through our browser extension, and when you stay and earn, so you are literally tapping into that 50% pool. The people who cannot afford massive upfront investment are the same people who get the biggest share of benefits when the platform grows. So I think it's really simple. If we say we want to democratize crypto investing, then the reward should go to the actual community, not Wall Street investor, not VC. So this is my take for the question. Thank you.
I love that. I think the keywords that are really jumping out at me are a couple of different things. You're talking about wow, let me try that one more time here, please. Democratizing crypto, which is wonderful. The fair access and just increasing accessibility in general to crypto users, which I can very much respect. And I just really appreciate that you're flipping the script from the traditional tokenomic allocation, where the typical user, the person who's actually generating the revenue for you as a company, is actually being fairly compensated with such a huge allocation. I think that's wonderful. Real quick here, let's just check back in with you, Dima. How's it going over there? Are you able to hear us, or are we able to hear you?
Should be fine on my side. Just having some hardware issues with my PC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so no comment, unfortunately. But yeah.
That is fine. That is fine. Everyone's stuck with this mug right here. So hopefully you'll all survive. Perfect. So Dima, let's get back to you here. Last thing that you were mentioning was about Tectum 4.1 launch and about the testnet actually being available for users to use right now. People can launch their own tokens right now, which is exciting. Yeah, why don't you finish off your thought process
Yeah,
here and let
yeah,
us know.
absolutely, Charles. So yeah, as I was saying, the users are able to create their own tokens. Users are actually able to create their meme tokens, if you want to call them so. Obviously, you need to remember that testnet is not yet connected to the wallet because, well, testnet, so it's not uh, live yet. But on the positive side is that testnet is able to make transactions in between those wallets connected to a testnet. So let's say, Charles, let's say you launch testnet on your PC and I did on mine, you'll be able to make transactions. So I would also like to highlight that if user like to create a meme token, let's say, you'll need pets, right? So if you guys need pets, just make sure you reach, I don't know, either a Telegram group, my messages, anything. So just make sure you get in touch with us so we can give you some test pets.
Test het. I love it.
Test pet, oh God, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So just to reiterate then, if anyone does want to participate in the testnet where you can create your own meme coins at the moment and actually make transactions on the testnet, which are not live, still just test, emphasis on that. Feel free to reach out to Dima, join the Telegram group, reach out, and they will send you the test het so that you can perform transactions. Now, real quick, Dima, and then I want to get back to you, Catherine. Why might somebody be incentivized, or how can somebody be incentivized to actually participate on testnet right now?
Well, first of all, because you should remember that the testnet is the community blockchain. It's fully decentralized. That's first of all I would say, as well as the way the testnet was built, that its user interface, it is made so simple that you don't even need to be a PC guy, right? You don't need to be a tech guy to create a custom token. No, you just do it in 2 clicks. And in fact, our team is already finalizing the video guide on how to use that software. So hopefully it should be out by the end of this week. So, be prepared.
Be prepared. Wonderful.
Be prepared, guys.
That's very exciting. No, and I appreciate you sharing that, Dima. That's really exciting for sure. And I'm looking forward to testing it out and checking out the brand new user interface as well, because I know this is something that's been worked on very hard over the past couple of months here. So looking forward to hearing more about that. But in the meantime, let's get back over to you, Catherine. Real quick, I do want to emphasize one thing that I am a theme that I'm picking up on from both Tectum and iFlux is just the general improving accessibility to crypto through the technology that you guys are building here. So another point that I want to highlight with you guys and learn a little bit more about there, Catherine, is the iFlux token installment plans. Now, the first time I saw this, I'd never seen this term used before in like a DeFi standpoint. So, and I initially thought once I started reading a little bit more that it sounds pretty groundbreaking. And I was wondering, can you explain to us a little bit about it? Like, by just dropping 15% upfront for Bitcoin or ETH, there's zero liquidation, zero fees. Can you walk us through how this works in practice and maybe a quick example for a newbie trader watching right now?
Yeah, sure. So let me paint you a picture of what crypto investing looked like before iFlux Global came along. So I watched countless people get fried out of the market. They desperately wanted to join, right? So picture that you see Bitcoin, let's say hitting, so let's say $70,000, for example, and you believe in the technology, but your bank account say you can afford maybe just $500, not the entire $5,000 you would need for a meaningful investment. So traditional platform tell you just buy what you can afford, but fractional ownership doesn't feel like real participation. So that's exactly the problem iFlux Global solved. Our token installment service flips the entire paradigm. I say instead of needing the full purchase amount upfront, you can secure your crypto position with just 15% down payment. You can think of it like buying a house. You don't need like $500,000 in cash. You just put down 20% and finance the rest. And we have brought that same accessibility into cryptocurrency with iFlux. So here's how it works. So you want to buy 1,000 world of ETA, but only have $150, right? Traditional exchange leave you stuck buying $150 world and hoping prices don't run away. But iFlux Global, you secure that full $100 ETA position today with just $115 upfront, and the remaining of $850, right, become a fixed rate in installment plan over, let's say, 10 days or 12 months, whatever fits your cash flow. So we have and moreover we have eliminated the two biggest fears keeping new investors away. First, we have zero liquidation risk. So even if Bitcoin drop 50%, so your contract stay intact. And second, no trading fees. So every dollar goes toward your crypto position, simply earned through fixed interest rate instead. Yeah. So I think the user experience is designed for newcomers because our interface walks you through creating contracts step by step. For example, you can select your crypto, choose down payment percentage with an intuitive slider, and then you pick payment schedule, and then that's it. And within 12 hours later, you are claiming your first tokens, immediate gratification that makes you just user feel like crypto owners. So I think the impact is pretty huge. I regularly get messages saying iFlux Global was their gateway into crypto because it made investing feel manageable. Instead of gambling rent money on volatile assets, they are making structured payment toward building portfolio. So it transformed investing from a luxury into, I would say, a strategic plan accessible to anyone with steady cash flow. So here's our data. Over 60% of token installment users had never owned crypto before joining iFlux Global. So I believe that we are not serving crypto veterans. We are bringing entirely new participants into the market by removing capital barriers that previously excluded millions of potential investors out there. Yeah.
Brilliant. Excellent. No, you've just kind of connected a couple of dots in my brain here. One, I understand the real significance of the partnership between iFlux and Tectum now, because both of your projects are aimed towards onboarding new users into crypto. In stepping back a couple of extra 1,000 feet, looking at it from a high level, really trying to encourage mass adoption and push the whole space towards it. And then again, when it just comes down to that accessibility, making crypto usable for day-to-day people. And that's very admirable. So maybe, Catherine, if I can just kind of ask for clarification a little bit. So from what I'm understanding with these installment payments, it's basically like a mortgage in a sense. So like, let's say somebody wants to buy a Bitcoin, one single Bitcoin, they would put down 15%, and then they would agree to a financing plan over X amount of days. And you said there's no transaction fees, which is wonderful. And then is there like is there some sort of like interest rate or something along those lines that they would pay for you guys to gain revenue on that?
So actually, the revenue will actually, the revenue, because we eliminated trading fee entirely, right? So our revenue come from the fixed interest rate. I would say 8 to 12% APR, which often works out better for regular investor than accumulating trading fees.
Understood. Got you. Thank you so much for clarifying that. That's really cool. Dima, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are about this. Have you ever heard of something like this before, or is this new to you as well?
Honestly, never. I'm literally like listening and making notes because I feel like this is something groundbreaking, something that was never offered before in the market. So I definitely feel like that our partnership with iFlux has a very bright future in that sense.
Very much so. No, I think that's wonderful. And so yeah, moving on here, I'm skinning through our plan here ahead of time, and the one other thing that I'm very curious is the DPIN side of things. So you do have a Chrome extension. That's the mining node that's live right now on mainnet as of yesterday, I believe it was, which lets users contribute their device resources. And in return, they will receive the iFlux rewards while building the decentralized storage for AI, of course. So if I can ask you, how does this DPIN layer supercharge the DeFi ecosystem? And what's the vision for scaling it post-launch?
Yeah. So yes, our deep mining extension just went live on mainnet yesterday, and the response has already been amazing. I would say, the idea is really, I think it's really simple because you install it in Drum, and you browse the internet like you normally do, and in the background you are contributing to something much bigger. What I think what happening behind the scenes is that your device have gathered data that train your our AI to spot scams and rug pulls before they catch people off guard. So every suspicious site flat, every fraudulent partners detected strengthens this share protection system. I mean, the goal is to keep millions of people safer in crypto. And I think the best part is that you're not doing this for a point that might, turn into something later. You are earning real iFlux token right now and straight to your wallet. And once iFlux is listed and has market value, those my token flood right back into everything we are building. So, for example, you can use them as down payment on crypto purchases and stake them for 12% returns, or
Wow.
join in our ecosystem and shape how iPlus grow. I mean, the token you are earning while browsing become your entry ticket into the whole financial system we are creating. So looking ahead, the scaling vision is huge, I would say. So scam detection is just the first step. Over time, this AI can evolve into providing live market analysis or smarter trading insight or even portfolio optimization, and all powered by the consensual data contribution of our community. So in short, I would say the deeping layer doesn't just reward user, it's build intelligence that make the whole DeFi ecosystem faster and I would say smarter. Thank you.
And more decentralized, which I think is a huge movement that's happening right now. I've spoken with a bunch of different founders from different AI companies in Web3, and it sounds like the move to kind of move away from the centralized silos that currently exist in AI over towards something that is more decentralized, where anyone can have equal access to different banks of data and have more people responsible for said data as well is a huge positive influence or positive change for the entire ecosystem as well here. So really admire that this is a part of your mission and your vision here, and keep up the amazing work. So Dima here, I want to ask you real quick, coming from a guy who is also involved in the technical components of Tectum, I know AI is a part of the Tectum vision. Maybe can you share a bit about AI, about Tectum's AI vision with our audience right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you remember correctly, Trav, on one of the AMAs, Alex spoke about how, once we move into the 4.1 network, we'll have the actual AI capabilities, right?
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons for actually launching the TT token, because as the TED initial TED was written, the smart contract, it simply doesn't allow those functions. This is why we need CCT for those exact AI functions, for those possible, AI agents that will be later on created on the 4.1 network by the community itself. So this is the vision of Tectum. We want to become more than just a blockchain. We want to become an actual hub of different applications, of different DeFi functions, or even the AI agents if you wish to. So I would say that our vision is relatively, not even relatively, it's quite similar to what does the iFlux believes in.
Oops, sorry, I'm not sure if we lost you. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay.
No, I just stopped talking. So,
Okay, perfect.
I should have said it. My bad, sorry.
No, you know what? That's me. I take things very,
No,
very
that's fine.
literally sometimes, so
That's
it's
just
all good. Perfect. So let me just reiterate here. I love that now that Tectum 4.1 is out, it will be able to kind of harness AI agents in the DeFi sector, which I mean, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to DeFi, but then AI with DeFi, that not only does it just flow so nicely coming out of my face here, but the possibilities are endless. Now I have dabbled a little bit in AI agents when it comes to like automatic trading strategies and things like that. And my favorite thing about it is that it completely eliminates the trading psychology component when it comes to DeFi strategies, which for me personally, 90% of the time a trade has failed, it's because of greed or fear of my own human element that interferes with the trade here. So very excited to hear more about that. Very excited to follow along. And thank you so much for sharing that, Dimitri. Yeah, no, let's keep this going here. Lots of fun stuff being teased out of this conversation. So Catherine, back to you here. Let's talk about iFlux a little bit more. So I did read on your website, with iFlux targeting 5 cents post-listing and utilities like governance, voting, and yield boosts, which I'm a huge fan of. How do you see the token evolving as iFlux grows?
So well, about the 5 cent target. So let me a little bit clear. That actually a very conservative number. We would rather set a bar low, deliver on it, and surprise people on the upside rather than high up crazy valuations we cannot back up. So our approach is always under promise but over deliver, I would say. So what makes iFlux different is how the tokenomics are built. Every single fee on our platforms, whether it's from installment plans or mining or staking, gets burned permanently. I mean, that means that more people use iFlux, the more token disappear from calculation forever, and supply keeps shrinking naturally while demand grows. So I think that creates this sustainable credit, right? But the credit alone is not enough. The real strength is that iFlux had actual utility. You can use this for down payment on crypto purchases or stake it to earn around 12% return or use it into vote on which cryptocurrency get added into the platform. So holder also get better trades and early access to the new features. I would say as iFlux scales, holding the token gives you more power. It's not just token listing anymore. You will be able to vote on platform parameters or development priorities or even unlock premium AI trading insights. And this is a real governance, I believe, and not just simple like voting on meaningless proposals. And for long term, our vision is for iFlux to be the backbone of a full crypto financial system. And everything connects. You can earn through mining, invest through installment, or grow your assets through staking and shape the platform through governance, and all powered by iFlux token. So that's why the price had real room to grow. It will not rise just because of speculation or short-term marketing. I think it's right because people actually need and use the token every day. So yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. And this is very synchronous with what Tectum is dealing with right now when it comes to launching the TCT token here. Now, there's a couple of mechanisms that I recognize both in iFlux token as well as the TCT token that I'm just a huge fan of. The first one is that positive feedback loop where the ability to get TCT is multifactorial, or multi there's a word I'm looking for, but it's not coming to my brain here. You can get it in many
Way, multi-way, I would say, right?
Sorry, say that one more time.
Multi-way, I would say.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Something like this.
You're living right here in my cerebellum, and I appreciate you. Cerebellum's not the right anatomical position. Doesn't even matter. Frontal lobe. Here we go. So let's so first of all, there's that positive feedback loop of different ways to acquire the token, and then different ways to earn off the token. And then once you earn, that makes the future revenue that you personally get as a holder of that token increase exponentially over time, which is wonderful. The second thing that I recognize in both of your tokens is the governance component. Now, I feel that I agree with you, Catherine, that over time, the word governance and voting has become a bit of a buzzword and kind of a misnomer here. But what I recognize here in the way that both Tectum and iFlux are going about it is that it's different than the typical governance utility that so many other projects have. You know, the way that you guys are doing it is truly contributing to the decentralized nature of the projects. You guys are building trust by leaving so much of the core business decisions in the hand of your users. And when you guys are really focusing on that whole decentralization or the whole decentralized approach to, you know, your ecosystems, to your blockchain Tectum, and then to your AI component and your trading DeFi ecosystem as well, iFlux, like that's huge. You know, people make all the decisions for everything, and they could just as easily make a decision that screws everyone over, or a more democratic approach where the people decide what happens to the ecosystem that influences them primarily. So maybe Dimitri, I want to chat with you a little bit. I want to hear how this sounds to you, and maybe you can share a little bit about those mechanisms that are happening right now in the TCT token that was just launched.
Yeah, absolutely, Trav. Well, first of all, we definitely have quite a few similar points with the iFlux mechanisms, such as the voting process, right? And it's not just, vote with your wallet if you're well, right? And if you're not well, it's about to be you. No, it's the actual direct voting mechanism when every single vote counts towards a target. And currently, I believe our developers are finalizing that stage of our network, right? As well as we are looking into the borrowing and lending processes of the DeFi with TCT. So I feel like this is quite exciting. So you will be able to lend your TCT to someone or borrow off someone, as well as we have quite a few other options for TCT use, such as the staking mechanism with TED for people to receive TCT, in addition to the it's quite obvious the percentage based how should I call it? Well, once the EPOS launches, people will be able to get percentages of TCT with it.
Yes, which is very exciting.
Processing of TCT code. Yeah, so I would say that those mechanisms of TCT, they might not be new or groundbreaking, no, absolutely not, but I would say they will definitely be reliable and clear for both the user and the company. So I feel like this is what the entire Web3 is missing quite often. The mechanisms are either unreliable or simply unfair. So that's what the TCTs will be able to solve.
No, that's awesome. I'm not sure if we just lost you there, Dima, or if you ended your train of thought here. Just real quick, are you still with us?
Oh no.
Oh, I hear you. That's good news. I'm not sure if you're talking now, but I can no longer hear you.
Hello? Yes.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
There we
Finally.
go.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. My connection is just so messy today. At which point have you lost me, Trav? Tell me.
It was about 10 seconds ago, but one thing I do want to mention is I think this highlights a really important point. It highlights how important the simple and reliable
Connection
mechanisms,
is
utilities
yes,
are important. This is
exactly.
exactly why.
Exactly. No, it's absolutely true. Yeah, exactly. As I was saying a few seconds ago, what the Web3 is currently missing is simple, reliable, and clear mechanisms. Because otherwise, there's it's not even decentralization that we are missing right now. We're missing everything. As in, the entire Web3 is missing the whole, made for the user narrative. No, the Web3 is not made for the user whatsoever right now. No. And that's what the TCT is trying to solve. It's trying to appeal direct to the user, appeal direct to the community.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And hopefully we succeed with it, of course.
Perfect. So real quick, I want to ask both of you, how can somebody get involved right now into becoming a holder, a user of your specific tokens that we just went over? Maybe I'll start with you, Dima, just because I mean, right now your
Yeah,
connection is
yeah,
stable.
yeah.
So
Obviously, my connection's okay right now. So,
okay-ish.
okay, yes. So obviously for TED, we still have quite a few exchanges that the TED is available on, and that's the main token that is used for minting and, well, practically the gas of the entire Tectum and the soft node ecosystem. So we have the sexes indexes such as OKX DEX, we have the Uniswap, we have the Gate.io, we have the MEXC, and quite a few more success available to buy tech. Meanwhile, for TCT, while we're still, well, finalizing the process with launchpads and obviously later on listings of TCT, currently the TCT is available only in our wallet, but if you buy TCT with TED, you also get a discount. And obviously, it's much cheaper to buy TCT right now than to wait for it to go into the launchpads for success later on. But if you do not have TED, well, guys, don't worry. We have a full on-ramp, off-ramp support, so you can buy with any crypto you want, thanks to our, well, on-ramp, off-ramp provider, Mount Pelerin, and it's available, I believe, in more than 70 countries or 80.
Wow.
You can't remember. Yeah, it's quite massive.
No, that's really exciting. It's so nice to see these partnerships coming to fruition. It seems like just yesterday we were announcing that partnership with Mount Pelerin, and it's just so nice to see that progress has been made very quickly here. So, Catherine, I want to send over to you. How can somebody get involved to become a user and a beneficiary of the iFlux token today?
Yeah, as I already shared, so now user can get like the reward through the token mining by earning like iFlux token directly into their iFlux wallet. And about the plan of token listing or which chains or like the like the specific information of marketing, how can we um like promote our token? This will like disclose soon, I would say.
Perfect. No, really appreciate that. So definitely, if you want more information, definitely check out iFlux on X, and you can check out what is your website actually. By the way, is it an easy one to say over our stream right now, Catherine?
So let me quickly share in the chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Then
Meanwhile,
I'll
Trav,
yes,
let me just remind you that recently we also partnered with the on-chain. On-chain is a, well, it's not quite a sect or a DEX. I would say it's a completely new way of getting listed. So the on-chain allows you to directly buy a token from your own personal wallet. So users do not have to go through various, listing processes while trying to buy one token. No, with on-chain, you simply click on it, log in through your wallet, or use any supported payment method that they have. So I believe that the future of tokens are aligned with the likes of on-chain or any similar. I'm not even sure what you call it. It's not a sex. It's not a desk. Text. I would say token hub in that sense.
Token Hub. I like that.
Token
Slash
hub,
on
yeah.
ramp, like a seamless
Slash
on ramp.
on ramp. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And if you guys want to know any more information about that on-chain, we hosted them in our last AMA late last week, and you can definitely check out the stream. It is on our website, or it is on our X profile, still on the timeline there, and it's also on our YouTube page as well. So feel free to check that out. That was an amazing live stream, analogous to this one here. What you may have missed there, Catherine, is and it actually might be beneficial for all of us to sit down together and see how we can complement the work that we are doing together. But they're also pushing towards mass adoption in a way that allows brand new users to get their hands on crypto in a very unique, very seamless way here. It's actually very incredible. So definitely is worth checking out here. So we're slowly running out of time here, friends. So I do want to ask a couple of questions here about the partnership. So Maybe I'll ask you this question here first, Catherine. So as a Tectum partner now, what's one Tectum feature that's got the iFlux team most excited for your users?
Yeah, sure. So our team, iFlux team, is absolutely, thrilled about Tectum incredible transaction speed, hitting over 2.5 million TPS with your proof of utility consensus, right?
Yes.
I researched on your website. So what has us buzzing is how this can elevate our core products for users, I would say. So I would take our token installment where user can dive into crypto with just 15% upfront at a share. And with I think with Tectum lightning fast processing, though purchases could clear in seconds. I mean, making it no fuss entry point for your community to join iPlus and start growing their portfolio. And also, I think this spread transform daily earn where user enjoy a solid 12% APR and swap and offering low fee trades. I mean, Tectum minimal latency means reward could land in wallets almost instantly, right? While swap become quick and cost effective, give your user a smoother, more dynamic way to maximize their gains. Even with our demo trading, this is our risk-free platform with real data. Um, so it's with benefits as faster feedback loops have beginners sharpen their skill without the weight, enhancing their learning curve significantly. And while our DB um, initiative is currently a point for our team, we remain committed to our core products. So if these core features where Tectum speak shine brightest to our users, I mean, the scalability this offers styles us as we approach our official launch and from us a robust platform where iFlux token can unlock down payment or governance per something like that. So we believe that as we harness this incredible speed, we can keep the momentum going for iFlux token and ensure that our user not only have access to innovative tools, but also enjoy a seamless and rewarding experience every step of the way. So we are eager to collaborate on tailoring these offering to our share audience. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hey, I'm fired up. That was the best answer I could have possibly asked for. Just the passion and the enthusiasm to get involved, and this is I've quick segue or quick sidebar here. I've been interviewing several of Tectum's brand new partners, and that 3.5 million TPS component to the testament to the speed of the blockchain that Tectum is building seems to be just a huge selling point and a huge upside for brand new partners of the Tectum blockchain. I just want to say real quick before I send the mic over to you, Dima, how awesome that is to see that it really will empower scalability for so many projects out there. And it's so nice to actually see that being recognized and being leveraged now. So Dima, I'm curious, what is your reaction to that very bullish response?
Well, obviously I'm excited, Trav. Obviously I'm excited, and it's rather as well obvious and appealing to her that people are hyped, excited about our speed, but I would even be more excited, me personally, to hear that the tested 4.1 is already reaching 500k speed, and simply because we only test 500k tokens per second. So, I would say that the ceiling is unlimited for 4.1.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, that's exciting. So I guess that's one of the reasons why onboarding as many users as possible onto the testnet will be helpful to kind of quantify, what the capabilities are of this new blockchain. Am I correct in assuming that?
Yeah, absolutely, Trav. Absolutely correct.
No, this is great. It seems already like it's a match made in heaven here. So, one more or I got two more questions here for you. So, Catherine, maybe I'll ask you this here. So, from iFlux's side, what sparked this partnership, and how does Tectum's infrastructure, like Softnote for instant settlements, level up your installment plans and swaps? Let's say.
Well, I mean, we are always being about making finance accessible. And when we saw Tectum reputation at the world fastest blockchain, we knew it was a perfect match for our core product. So our core team got really excited about blending Tectum speed with our user friendly products, especially as we gear up for iFlux token growth. So it will give our community the tools they deserve, and Tectum innovative approach sealed the deal, I would say. And what really level up our installment plans is Tectum. Tectum soft note for instant settlements. I mean, with token installment, user can turn into crypto with just 15% upfront. So think grabbing BTC without breaking the bank. I think with Tectum low cost real time settlement system could make these transaction lightning fast and seamless and enhance the experience for users who rely on this feature to ease into our ecosystem. And moreover, I think our swap feature also get a boost here. Currently, user can swap as the ETA to Sol with low fees, and Tectum infrastructure could take this to the next level by I would say enabling near instant swap with minimal cost via subnode wallet. Yeah. So while our debugging and mining node powered by the Charm extension with here again I say 50% community rewards are humming along. It's the core offering that we most eager to supercharge with Tectum technology. So really exciting to deliver value where it count most for our users.
I really appreciate that insightful answer, Catherine. Yeah, and again, I just want to reiterate one more time here before we do close is that I think one thing that's so unique and so powerful about both of the work that you are doing at iFlux and that Dima that you're doing at Tectum is the fact that you are bringing on mass adoption, but you're doing it by putting community first. And this goes back to the original vision of crypto to begin with, is that crypto is meant to be the grand equalizer, to bring finances and liquidity and currency, make it accessible for everyone, regardless of your socioeconomic status, regardless of where you live, regardless of the native infrastructure of the economics in your own home country. This should be accessible to everyone. And you guys are doing that in a way where it's now becoming more instant, free, or as for very little funds as possible. And people can take their investing, their financial future into their own hands in a very, very tangible and real ways that no one will ever see in the traditional finance banking system. So really excited about that. And I think that's really fired me up here. So maybe Dima, I'm curious here, before we get to our final question, I just want to just kind of get your reaction to that here as well, and see how that fits in with your experience working with Tectum.
Well, I would say it fits in very well. Because obviously the community, no, seriously, Trav, the community is always the only thing that allows us to build, allows us to develop. And it's only fair that we should also give something back to the community. And I believe this is also the vision that the iFlux shares with us. If you don't give anything back to the community, if you don't give them opportunities, if you're not giving them even a chance to become a part of your ecosystem, why are you even still functioning? So this is the community notion is exactly what must drive every single Web3 project. 100%. At least in my opinion.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. The second the main focus of projects becomes corporate entities, it's in my belief that is no longer decentralization. So couldn't agree with you more here, Dima, and very, very thrilled that you guys are both, resonating amongst each other so profoundly here. So my final question here is this. So let's zoom out. So Catherine, at iFlux, your vision bridges TradeFi barriers with crypto native tools. And at Tectum, we're building PayFi for a frictionless world. I always struggle with that word. So I'm curious, where do you see this partnership? I'm going to ask both of you guys this here. So where do you see this partnership taking the broader ecosystem? And then also a follow-up question, as well as DeFi accessibility on hyperspeed chains. So real quick, I'm just going to reiterate that one more time here. So where do you see the partnership of Tectum and iFlux taking the entire ecosystem, and then as well the DeFi accessibility on hyperspeed chains? So Catherine, I'll start with you.
Yeah, sure. So I think for the broader ecosystem, I see this partnership, iFlux and Tectum, opening a door to a new wave of hyperspeed DeFi that actually inclusive. I mean,
Yes.
I would take our swap feature. I would say again, people can swap assets like ETA to Sol, right, at the very low cost. But with Tectum's soft node technology, those swap become near instant, and that's made the experience smoother for newcomers who want things to work, and also faster for professional who trade every day, right? And there is also the AI side. With I think with Tectum Speed, we can handle way more data in real time, and which means our data can detect scam quicker, surface insight faster, and give user the tool to trade more confidently. So I think that's huge for security and decision making, right? And I think for bigger picture, this partnership could set a new benchmark for DeFi on high speed chains.
If we lost, sorry, go ahead.
Imagine, sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I'm not sure if you cut out there for a second or if I did, but you're back and you're crystal clear. So I apologize to our community. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so we can imagine a world where iFlux unlock utility like down payment or staking or governance, while Tech token powers instant settlement in the background. So I think together it's create a scalable network where TradeFi user can flow into DeFi without friction. Yeah, thank you.
I love that. No, that's so exciting. And I've been speaking to some AI builders recently, and the value of decentralizing AI um, definitely benefits just AI builders all across the world by giving them access to large amounts of data that's usable for large language models, etc. And I really, really appreciate how you guys are going about it from the sense of using that data, using that AI to empower day-to-day traders who aren't like the massive whales, the massive corporate entities who are connected, who have networks all across the world, who have tons of liquidity and resources, where their trading decisions are already incredibly informed and so much more informed than anyone could possibly imagine. You're taking this information and you're placing it into the hands of day-to-day users, which I could not be more bullish about here. So thank you so much for that answer, Catherine. And we'll finish off here with you, Dima. I'm going to reiterate the questions here. So how do you see the partnership between iFlux and Tectum taking the broader ecosystem, and then specifically in terms of DeFi accessibility on hyperspeed chains?
Great question, Charles. Thank you. Well, I would definitely agree with capturing that the iFlux can become one of the key elements of our ecosystem in terms of it being a token. Oh, also, I'm not sure, Trav, if you saw it or not, but we also added quite a few new tokens into our system.
Yes.
In progress, right? So as well as we are looking into making one of them part of our soft node ecosystem. And I believe iFlux will also have no barriers in becoming a token first and then becoming part of our soft node system. So I would, well, once again, definitely agree with capturing that if we were to integrate iFlux into the soft nodes, it would definitely have its own use case, not just amongst the users of iFlux, but rather amongst the broader audience of people that are looking into various alternatives of traditional tokens, such as Ethereum or Bitcoin.
Oh, that's incredibly exciting, and what's making me the most hopeful, just feeling good to make it as less complex as possible, is the fact that you're genuinely able to provide value for each other's community. You know, by bringing the iFlux token into the soft node wallet, you're improving accessibility, you're increasing usability, but then also you're allowing holders or a vast much more people to actually hold on to the iFlux token, which in turn will actually allow them to profit off the utility of the iFlux token. So that's really exciting, and I'm really glad that you mentioned that here, especially the fact that you guys are now onboarding more tokens into the SoftNode and Tectum ecosystem, which is wonderful. Everybody wins when it comes to that here. So the last point I just wanted to make here as well is, besides the Tectum blockchain and the Tectum technology and the iFlux technology rather, excuse me, it's important that I mention that as well, enabling and empowering users in the DeFi and TradeFi ecosystems. It's also allowing instant, seamless, feeless usability in the real world, which is really exciting here as well. So couldn't end off our live stream until I mentioned that here. So we are out of time, so we are going to end off our live stream here. I don't see any new questions coming into the chat, but I do want to thank all of our viewers for joining us here today. This has been a very fulfilling AMA here today, and I am super grateful for every single one of you. We are pushing 400 viewers at the moment, and I couldn't be more grateful. I hope you're all as excited as I am, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it as a replay after the fact. Thank you so much for taking the time. So let's end off with this. I want to send the mic over to you, Catherine, and then over to you, Dima. And I want to hear your final thoughts. And if you guys do have any calls to action for our community here today, please feel free to share.
Yeah, sure. Once again, thank you so much for having me here today. And it's been a really real pleasure joining this AMA. I really enjoy sharing iFlux vision and hearing all the thoughtful, questions from the community and from you, Trav. So I'm grateful for the chance to connect. And I will leave by saying we are just getting started. So I'm super excited about where we are heading together. Thanks again for the invite, and I look forward for the next time we chat. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
And Catherine, I want to send some flowers right back at you. Thank you so much for bringing your passion. I could feel it all the way across the world, from the Philippines to British Columbia and Canada here. Your energy is contagious. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing and for helping building a community and ecosystem that really does empower day-to-day users here. So beyond grateful. Excellent. Dima, same question goes to you. What are your final thoughts? What are your if any final calls to actions for our community today?
I'm excited, Trav. I'm excited for the developments. I'm excited for all those new partnerships that are coming along. I'm excited to work closely with iFlux specifically. So, I guess it's just the best time to be at Tectum right now. We went through some hard times, but we are finally back on track. We finally got a 4.1. We finished in the ethos. We finished the redesign of the wallet, soon to go live. We got the new tokens. So, well, it's just a great time. I'm excited, honestly. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for your time.
And Dimo, same sentiment goes to you, my friend. I could feel that excitement resonating through the screen as we speak as well here, my friend. And thank you. And you know what? I just want to reiterate as well how on point you are. And I truly believe iron hardens iron. And in this scenario, iron is the tough times. But instead of folding, Tectum actually doubled down, learned from mistakes, learned from lessons, and came back stronger. And we can see it today. Stellar partnerships, incredible technology that's actually being finalized and pushed through, tokens that benefit the communities first, and just so much more that we've spoken about here today. So we're going to wrap it up here, everyone. To our 400 viewers, thank you guys so much for taking the time to join us today. My name is Trav. This has been Catherine from iFlux and Dima from Tectum. And definitely stay tuned. We have more AMAs coming up over the next couple of weeks. Make sure to follow iFlux on their socials. Make sure to follow Tectum for the same, for all the exciting updates. And we will definitely see you guys next time. Take care.